at the bar. Always something to do.
Cal, while you're here, could I run something by you?
Sure. What have you got?
I heard some dredge operators discussing a strange structure in the swamp. Almost certainly another High Republic chamber. But I don't like my chances of conducting successful research on the Raiders' doorstep.
Maybe I could check it out for you.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Some other time, okay?
So how'd you go from making sounds on Ryosa to becoming a producer?
Well, I put together a few rough tracks, handed them out to friends, and things spread word of mouth. Started playing enough gigs to do it full time. Eventually, someone with influence caught a listen as they were passing through. They'd worked with Max Rebo, so I figured they were legit.
Max Rebo? That is legit.
Exactly. Said they could give me some gigs in the Corps. When they said Corps, I heard like Chandrila. Nah, they meant Coruscant. So that's where I went. Hey, Cal, let's talk another time. Mine's racing with ideas right now.
Seeing these battle droids about takes one back, doesn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Oh, the Clone Wars. Those were the good years.
I've never heard anyone say that before, Moran.
Oh, sure. A separatist secession backed by tax-loathing free marketeers begins. Just as I'm establishing a profitable extrajudicial shipping operation. They paired like wine and flatcakes.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Apologies, son. Being insensitive. You probably fought in the Clone Wars as a child soldier, right?
No, not exactly.
Well, I suppose it's all over now, one way or another. Talk later, hmm?
Hey, Tuloked.
From the eye of the storm into the belly of the beast you must go.
Yeah, I know.
What ails you, Sojourner?
Just wondering how things would have been different if I could have stopped them from taking Z.
Do your powers also include omniscience?
No, but...
Seek only where you wish to go, not where you long to have been. Regret is a mirage that leads many off the path. Now is not the time to speak.
Can't beat what I've got. I should keep this for myself.
How about a toast, Tuloked?
Listen, now that we're partners,
So partners, huh?
business associates, best buds, call us whatever you will. Point is, our relationship is an investment, and we've got bigger fish to fry than these Raider hacks.
I'll get to those bounties, but if my friends are in trouble, they take priority.
You're gonna get killed with that attitude, Cal. But on a certain level, I can respect it.
Tempting. Barkeep.
Good to see you, Cal. Hey, Cal, got some info that might be useful to you.
Hey, Monk.
Word is you're planning to rescue my new favorite droid.
That's the plan.
Well, before you go charging in there like a mudhorn through a moisture farm, allow me to give you the lowdown. That Raider base is inside a derelict Lucrehulk battleship. You ever seen one?
A few times.
Then you know how deadly those things are. It may be grounded, but that ship is still chock full of defense turrets and reprogrammed battle droids.
How do you know all this?
I read a lot. Listen, just grab Z and skedaddle before the whole hive comes swarming down on you, hmm?
Thanks for the advice, Monk.
Be careful out there. Now, I know you've got a lot on your plate, but one of my patrons set off to the swamp, and no one's seen her since.
You don't think she went after Z, do you?
Quite likely. And we both know that's Raider territory.
I'll check it out.
That'll put us all at ease, Cal. Zig's one of the good ones. Hope you're able to get Z back. That old research droid really livens things up around here.
See you later, Monk.
Hey, we're thinking of plugging fresh energy cores into the dams at Dredger Gorge. See if we can get them working again.
Not a bad idea. Where'd you learn to do that?
Old friend of ours. Top-notch and...
That he did.
Good friend to have.
You'd think. But the guy shorted us on our cut after a big take. So, Grok may have left an anonymous tip with the authority.
This how you treat all your friends?
Don't you mind, Cal. Real friends like you got nothing to... Seems like the Raider problem here is getting worse on the daily.
They've got a new leader. No surprise they're getting bolder.
Well, I guess that's why they call it hazard pay. Not much to be done, is there?
Talk like that's gonna get us both killed.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's get his take. What do you propose we do, Cal?
You should avoid the raiders. Scrapping is...
Kid's right, Dana. No more jobs on gang tour.
Ha! I ain't gonna... This is just what we scrappers do. We grab anything that...
And hope it isn't load-bearing. Yeah, I get it. But you're underestimating.
Due respect, we've made it this far.
We're...
Talk later, buddy.
Thanks for keeping an eye out while we go.
If the raiders return, we will make them...
Reckon we're gonna get along, Jet?
I think so. Go, Cal. Z needs you.
Anyone tell you about the Mogu around this?
There's a Mogu?
Yep. And this one's a whopper.
We'll see.
Well, if you're crazy enough to try, your best bet is to avoid its mud throws.
Good tip.
Talk soon.
Hey, kid. I got some bad news on our favorite Ordo Eris fanatic.
I already know Sork Tormos put a fresh bounty on my head.
You do?
One of your regulars clued me in on his game. She's been keeping tabs on the Haxian brood, so this time we've got the jump on him.
You figure that guy would let things go, but... Don't you got stuff to do?
Just clean it up a little, buddy.
Hey, boss. You think we've got a shot at negotiating with the Bedlam Raiders over a couple of drinks?
I don't think these raiders are the reasonable sort. Now we're talking.
Ready for a game of skill?
This will be a true contest of minds.
Never stood a chance! Obliterated!
Masterfully played.
Hollow tactics! That unit is toast! And it's a corner!
We can't all be winners.
I foresaw this victory.
Don't forget, other opponents are still itching for a match.
I've cleared another plot for you. Thank you for growing plants to their full potential.
Hi, Peely.
So far, Kobo has been a welcoming home, and this rooftop's energy drew me towards it.
You feel a connection to this garden.
Yes, we will help each other grow.
Looks like you've already started.
The vines? Yes, they sprouted overnight. But there's so much more to discover. If you plant new seeds, I'll tell you all about them. But, much like healthy roots, do not overextend yourself. Grow the plants we have, and I'll clear more garden space in due time. That fire pineapple will bloom, I am sure of it. Cut past the roots, and the fruit beneath is quite delicious, if you can endure its pungency. That tuber maw will take to the soil well, I believe. The bright colors are to intimidate predators. Truly, the plant is harmless and quite pretty. Ooh, a cactus ball. Its sharpest thorns are right in the center to defend against the most persistent predator. Oh, hello.
Got some seeds. Let's get them in the ground.
The garden resonates with you.
I'm sure Peely knows something about this plant. What do you think, BD? Here? Garden's nice and lush these days, huh, BD?
New seeds, magnificent. After you planted one, I'll share what I know. I see you found new seeds. Plant one, and I'll tell you all about it.
focus. All right, that did it. I need to clear my mind. Okay, I'm ready.
Guys around here can get pretty dangerous. Maybe that. I see you. Okay then. Check your through. Lay down.
Sudden movement unforeseen. Scatter sparingly.
What are you fishing for?
I'm hunting the ferocious me. Did you know the me was the very first fish we scuba caught?
That must have been quite a day.
Aye, I was barely yee-high back then. Little scuba swam headlong into the creature's mouth. But, plucky as I was, I couldn't digest me before fishing fellows pulled us out.
Sounds more like it caught you.
Aye, it takes me back. Stick around, boy, and I'll top us off with a tale. Aye, so we return to the time on the grapnel. Against the protestations of my heart, I forsook the rod and line for the harpoon. For years, we trawled the outer rim, spearing every fish that happened across our path. Talented as I was, I speared more fish than the rest of the crew, put together. Fool as I was, I didn't have the wisdom to be ashamed. The dread Captain Wanyak Wet took notice. He showered me in brevets, gave me the best of catches, and scarcely a year after I left Chikavitar, I became his first mate. Shortly after my promotion, we were on our way to Manad to sell the carcass of a gooberfish. But, wham! Just as we dove out of hyperspace and the great ocean world streaked into view, so did she. The most glorious creature I'd ever beheld. A whale of marvelous proportion. Swimming through Manad's orbit like it was nothing but an easterly current back home. I was transfixed.
No kidding. How close did you get?
Funny you should ask. I didn't have long to set the eyes above before he crashed headlong into her. The grapnel bounced off her like timber flotsam. We plummeted down to the ocean, sundering the grapnel on the sea floor, where a gang of pirate quarren were holed up. The filthy Zephyrs. We swam out to the riven hull and found ourselves surrounded by quarren, demanded all manner of things, including our bounty of fish. So, away we swam, Captain White, the crew, and myself. But, blind as we were at such depth, we shortly ran into a dead end, finding ourselves surrounded by quarren. Find me again, and I'll continue the tale.
BD, look. Meditation chamber. Shall we?
Welcome, Jedi. Our problems are often matters of perspective. By shifting our position, so too moves our thinking, and thus by reframing it, a problem may not seem so vexing after all.
Sounds familiar.
I never thought I would find this planet so energizing.
There is something unique about it, no?
I must show you a spring I found recently. The aura there is invigorating.
I heard Dagon boarded the first transport out.
Nonsense. He would never.
Wherever he is, we need him. This is not good.
planet is so different to Coruscant.
I find its quiet almost deafening by comparison.
And yet, there's a unique piece to it.
Show this to Z. seeds. Let's plant them and ask Peely for info.